one of the things I've written down, I'd only take one of these many questions I have. What are the most important contributions to OD from different perspectives? From the internals, how do you see the responsibility and roles of internals? And how do you see the roles of external providers of any kind of services and help? What is the most important they can contribute and they should? What do you think are contributions of institutes that offer professional consulting? And what is the role of associations like business coaching association? And what is the role of singles in the field? So what I want to ask you is all players in this big complex place, how do you think about them? What is most crucial that they should be faced with and combine somehow that OD can happen?
Why do you think I would have an answer to that?
Because you have a decade-long experience to that, and maybe maybe you are different at that point, but I'm somebody who believes that we can build up a better culture, a professional training culture, organizational learning culture. Maybe I'm a bit a moralist. I'm not only curious, I have ideas about a better world. And so I have ideas about the system of responsibilities, of abilities that could be combined to make that happen, because isolated approaches usually do not have much effect.
But you see what's just happened. You say you want a better world, and you describe that as a better learning culture.
For example, yeah.
Why didn't you ask me, how do we get a better learning culture? Why did you ask me about all these organizations and how they could work together?
Yeah, for me it's the same question. I wanted to differentiate.
Not for me.
Okay, I wanted to differentiate it from different perspectives, because we have shared system of shared responsibilities.
But see, this is a classic example to me of where you asked basically what I would call a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
You wanted to check how I related to a concept that you had.
Right. Not only to get it supported, but really to get your opinion. Maybe there are perspectives I didn't consider so far.
But if I had actually done that, it would be useless data, because the fact of the matter is I haven't a clue, because each of those types of organizations are different in different countries, different in quality. It's such a general question that I don't want to be mean and say, well, that's a meaningless question.
Okay.
But as I was listening to you lay this all out, what was going through my mind is I have not a clue as to how I would begin to answer that question.
Okay. I understand this.
So what I did was practice my own philosophy, confronting you with what are you really after here?
Oh, that's totally okay with me. Certainly, if we had a lot of time to talk, or I could see your work, I could take the implicit answers to my questions from all these examples, because we are sitting together very briefly. I thought I could somehow find an access to your experiences in these dimensions by asking this more generalized question, but it's okay for me if you say that's not easy to answer to.
You know, I have a terrible problem with people assuming experiences I haven't really had.
Okay.
When you think about a professor who's 1/5 of his time is consulting, the rest of it is teaching, and you meet managers. My actual experience with organizations is I've had some experience with a few organizations over a long time, but they're very much biased by what I chose and what came in front of me.
Mhm.
But the right question to ask me is, well, in what arena have you had a lot of experience that would lead to the answer to the question of how can we improve the world?